Welcome, welcome, welcome to Alley Top Files. Just give me one moment.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hope everyone's having a fantastic Sunday.
Yes, I welcome first Alley Top Files and Mad Max on
Hello,
X.
hello.
Chris.
Yes.
Yesterday was fun.
Yeah, it was fun yesterday. It's a little soggy where we are here today. Lots of
Yeah,
rain, but keeping dry.
keep it dry. Hey Mad Max. Just another mom, 77. We
Hey,
got
what's going on?
Elizabeth in the house.
Elizabeth Minton,
And
welcome,
who
welcome.
has the birthday?
I think Nicole had a
Who has a
birthday.
birthday?
Somebody had a birthday today.
What a way to spend my birthday. Y'all, Baron, hopefully he has a show tonight. Let's pray for him because I believe there is somebody that he knows that's close to him that is needing our prayers.
Yeah,
So I don't know the details, but yeah,
yeah,
let's pray for him. I don't know if he'll have a show tonight, but haven't seen anything yet. But yes, let's give him a prayer.
yeah. And just to elaborate a little bit on what Ali just said, apparently someone that is close to him isn't doing so well. So him and Coleman family are caring for their friend. And like I said, don't know the details, but we
Yeah.
both wish Baron and the family all the best. May Jesus walk with their family, give them strength, and
Mhm.
bless them.
Yes. And it's your birthday, is what you said. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Nicole.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Did we do harmony?
Well, I didn't.
I
You
think we did
did.
harmony.
You carried the harmony. I didn't do anything. You actually have a bit of a singing background. I've got deep voice bass background. That's all I got.
Deep voice
That's
background.
all
And
I
if you
got.
watched our live stream yesterday, it was quite funny. I think my favorite Erica Kirk perfume is drumroll. Oh, there's so many. There's three. There's Here I Am, Spray Me, Martyr's Mist,
That was pretty good. Gotta
and
admit.
the quivering lip by Debbie. Quivering,
Yes.
yeah, the quiver. You could just call it quiver.
Uh,
Quiver, you know.
yeah, and I think mine. I still think I have to go with "Scent of a Handler."
Oh, that was good too.
Um, Thanks for everyone who was in on that live. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I actually thought we had a lot more to show. So there I was, like trying to rush the episode along. And I didn't realize we were at the end of the episode yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm like, honey, we got to go. We got to go. We're getting stuck. And then I didn't realize the show was over.
Well,
So,
I had more, but I'm just like we were already like so far in. I'm like I'll put that the rest of that to the members live. So if you guys
so
want to watch our members, don't call me bride. Don't call me bride.
I was not going to dare call you my bride. But I was going to say, sorry for rushing you yesterday
That's
for
okay.
no reason.
That's okay. You
Like,
didn't know.
oh my goodness. I
You
didn't
didn't know.
realize.
You didn't know, babe. And it's okay because I kept calling you my groom. Settle down. It's okay.
Yes, my bride.
We can have fun. We can have fun.
Um,
Hunter Kozak, amazingly green eyeshadow. Oh man.
oh man. So you want to know what that actually doesn't surprise me if like Hunter's like an undercover furry? Like I could totally see that. Like I actually texted with Hunter a little bit. There was like not texted, but I guess just commented back and forth on X.
Mhm.
And he was actually kind of decent. He was angry that everyone's so wrapped up in such deep conspiracies. But when I was just talking to him and calmed him down for a little bit, it was actually an interesting sort of back and forth.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think he's just got some weird influences from the powers that be surrounding the
I think so,
situation.
right?
So,
But yeah,
anyways,
you like the bride and the groom? I don't know if I like to say groom really. Sounds like so everything this both of it sounds corpse bride to me. Like I can't I don't even know why. Victor Mark says that. He's so weird.
He's just weird.
But today our show is about, you know, the bloody red lion and what is its meaning.
There's multiple lions, in fact. So we've got our gold lion, we've got our red lion, we've got our blood lion, and our I guess just to say it, our friends overseas have tried to identify themselves with a lion.
And I think it was ours first.
It was not theirs first, like they claimed. So, there's a civilization that had the lion as their symbol more than 1,000 years before they had it pop into their head.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a little bit of look at that. And if anybody wants to help along the way, help with more information, that'll be great.
And we have a poll up too.
Yes, we do have a poll up, and it's okay to reserve your thought until maybe halfway through or the end of the episode. You may not have an idea on how you want to answer yet, and that's okay.
So you don't have to. I would suggest you vote on the poll whenever you want, whenever you feel.
Yeah, I think
right?
I'm
just
that's
saying
good.
There's a poll up, and what else? If any mods in here can help me, I always forget, and I don't have the comments up on the stage because I see Annie is here, and she always reminds me. And now I see her name, and it's like a memory thing. It's like Annie tells me to put comments up on the stage. Debbie tells me to do poll. So thank you guys so much.
We need a lot of help and a lot of security on our show.
All right, you ready to go right in, or?
I just actually want to address one comment. And that's from JC2R2J. We made a reference that it was raining here today, and they're saying it's also raining in Africa.
Oh.
So just wanted to shout out to our brothers and sisters in Africa. Absolutely.
Who is this?
It's JC2R2J. And we are incredibly blessed with our community. We have viewers from over 40 countries on every continent, and we're grateful for all of you guys. So thank you very much for tuning into our videos week in and week out.
Thank you so much for coming, guys.
God bless you all.
Yeah, we're going to start. And you tell me what you think as we're going. All right.
This is going to be interesting because I've already seen some Zoroastrianism, and that's interesting because that was the old religion of the Persian Empire. So that will be involved a little bit, as odd as that is.
And it's raining in Washington, D.C., so maybe there'll be no show tonight. Well, of course there will be.
Oh, that's right.
The UFC thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that mockery out front of the White House.
Yes, which we'll talk about that. But yes, it's raining in Hawaii too. Man, I would love to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, we might just need it, an excuse just to go say what up to Orion.
Okay, so I'm gonna move along, and I'm just gonna show some things, and we're gonna discuss. I'm pretty sure Chris hasn't seen some of my clips that I put today.
Nope.
So you're gonna have to stop me. You're gonna be like, "What?"
Yep.
And Love of Compassion's in the house.
Thank God, Love's here.
What event? It's all day, right? I don't know. I thought it started at 8 p.m.
Well, normally, I've worked UFC events before in the past, so they actually schedule 30 fights, and it starts at noon. But they only televise the main top 10 fights or top 15 fights or so. But I've worked it before. And it's an all-day thing.
Okay.
They have the lightweights and stuff start fighting at noon.
Okay, well I'm not watching it, and I think it's on Paramount Plus, so I'm not watching that.
No, I will be researching because that's what I said we would be doing. We're not gonna let this fake distraction.
Maybe it'll cancel.
Yeah, maybe. We're not gonna let the distraction get us. We're gonna be looking into other things. Because there's a lot going on right now.
I love my thumbnail. Chris helped me with it, and it's kind of just representing. This is the lion who hijacked it.
Yeah.
We got
obviously
the crown of thorns.
Yes.
We got this in his mouth. We
all
know what that is. Got the pyramids in the background. I love it. Looks great.
Yeah, and everything ties in. All right, baby.
Here
So take
we-
us on this journey.
Here.
We.
Go. I don't like it, but yeah, we're gonna do that. It's Pastor Sunday. Wait, why didn't this play? Here, I'll
Here.
play it again. What's going on?
Oh, it doesn't want to play. Skip the slide back again,
Oh, okay.
and now push forward.
It
Oh.
doesn't want to play.
Oh, darn it!
It's beautiful. Oh, it's because it's look at where it stopped. It's because it's there.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, now I'll do it. Well, now I gotta do it again because there. Let's see if it goes now. Whoa. That was beautiful. Look at that at the end. Love it.
Shabbat shalom. Leave the widow alone. Hoaxing the world is in the house.
Shabbat shalom. Leave the widow alone. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go.
Great animation, by the way.
Thank you so much. I worked hard on it. I work very hard to load these shows. So I hope you enjoy. Now we're going to get straight into it. Mr. Rob McCoy let's see what he has to say.
Chapel inspired. And the lion's share of the Calvary chapels are all in California for the most part, south of where I live to the Mexican border, which is LA down to the southern portion of San Diego County. There's more Calvary chapels than there are Dunkin' Donuts.
What?
And how has it changed the state? This 10,000% growth, but avoiding politics. Well, we no longer have the fourth largest GDP. We now have the sixth. We now have the highest gas tax, sales tax, income tax, corporate tax. We lead the nation in debt. You combine the next four largest states' debt, doesn't equal the debt of California. We're the authors of no-fault divorce that Reagan signed in 69, became law in 70, decimated marriage across the country. We're the authors of transgender bathroom bills, the most secular, progressive sexual education curriculum, so vile you can't read a page of it from a pulpit in a church. And here's the kicker.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the largest churches and we have the most conversions. And yet our state leads the nation in abortion. We don't just rip the baby apart in the womb of its mother and flush its parts into the sewer system of the state. We harvest the organs on the downbeat of the heart. We make
Hold on.
Nazi Germany look like Girl Scouts.
Goodness.
Wow, Rob.
Oh.
Wow, dude. I guess we missed Rob because
Yeah,
that was
we
pretty
did. We did.
explosive. What the heck? All right.
Lions in California, he said, and more Calvary Chapel churches than Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. Interesting. And it's
And the
funny.
way he said it so fast, like, okay, one thing I got to give him and maybe not so much Jack, he memorizes everything.
He does do that.
Jack doesn't. He looks down at his book, he's back up, or there's a monitor. He has a memory, and he's been doing this for a while, and I know Jack has too, but I just find that Rob McCoy it's in his brain. He said
Yeah.
it so many times, you know.
What was I gonna say there?
The putting
Oh,
like the
yeah.
babies, yeah.
Well, yeah, the thing about the babies was crazy. But it's also he's sitting there bragging about the most conversions, right? But at the same time, he's not really Christian. So they're getting lots of conversions to what? Judeo-Christianity, which doesn't exist. And
Yeah.
then he wonders why they've got like abortion problems, this and that. Well, you're not bringing them to Christianity, Rob. Maybe that's part of the problem. I'm not sure.
And he said it
Um,
with no empathy.
No.
He said it with like he just said it. And I don't want to repeat it because I don't like YouTube.
Yeah,
So like,
it's
but whoa,
it's like it didn't hit him. Like he just spat it out. Like he said it 1,000 times,
yeah.
and he's just emotionally disconnected. And I just thought that was bizarre. And I don't know.
Yeah.
California's a third world. Dang, man. Well, that's because you got freaking Nazi Newsom in there, right? Allegedly. Just
Jack.
my opinion.
Talk about Jack. Here we go.
Where's the power of the gospel? Well, that's conversion, not discipleship. And Charlie Kirk walked on college campuses as a missionary, misunderstood, and a missionary goes where he's not loved but needed, and leaves when he's no longer needed but loved. And I remember early on going on campuses with him, it'd be me, him, and a handful of others, and a sea of protesters. And when Charlie's life was taken, there were a handful of protesters and a sea of red hats. Entire generation was moved because he had spent the lion's share of his adult life discipling these kids.
What did he just say? Did you guys hear it?
I
The-
missed it.
Oh,
I was
my
reading
gosh.
comments. My bad.
He spent, okay, the lion of his life. Hold on. It's like, I don't know why it's not coming up here. I do this all the time, babe.
Apple inspired
Hold on.
and flushes parts into the sewer system of the state. We harvest the organs on the downbeat of the heart. We make Nazi Germany look like Girl Scouts.
What?
Wow. I can't believe he just
said that.
he just compared the United States to Nazi Germany and
on.
said they were harvesting baby organs.
Organs on the
I
downbeat of the heart.
didn't even get how he flowed
What
that
was
into
it?
the next statement.
no,
That's
it's
a
like-
pretty
it's a
bold
lot of-
statement, Rob.
A lot of sermons I go through,
Like-
and this one was very weird, okay?
I
Hold
can
on
be
a
honest,
second.
I don't think the United States has anything in
We make
common
Nazi
with
Germany
that.
look like Girl Scouts.
Gotta rewind it.
Oh, jeez. I missed that other part. Like,
Which part?
well, just how he rolls from the baby, the alleged baby organ harvesting,
Apple
Yeah.
inspired
I gotta fast
and then
forward it. Hold
and
on.
then
and the li-
and then compares the United States to Nazi
Apple
Germany.
inspired
Okay,
Like,
I'll go right here.
wow, man.
and not discipleship.
Here.
And Charlie Kirk
Is it here?
walked on.
No.
We make Nazi Germany look like Girl
Here.
Scouts.
Oh, it's there. Okay, I gotta rewind it then.
Leads the nation in abortion. We don't just rip the baby apart in the womb of its mother and flush its parts into the sewer system of the state. We harvest the organs on the downbeat of the heart. We make Nazi Germany look like Girl Scouts.
He said that with no. Okay. What is happening, babe? He said that with no emotion.
No wonder why they've
Why
been
did he
hiding.
say that?
I don't know, man.
That was
It's
so awful.
it's Rob McCoy, and no wonder why they've been hiding him lately, eh? I guess they rolled the dice and figure Frank was less harmful to the movement right now. Like, I have no idea. That was pretty bold.
Okay, so he's gonna continue on, and you gotta listen to what he says about Charlie Kirk and the lion.
Yeah. Sorry for the pausing. That's me.
Where's the power of the gospel? Well, that's conversion, not discipleship. And Charlie Kirk walked on college campuses as a missionary, misunderstood, and a missionary goes where he's not loved but needed, and leaves when he's no longer needed but loved. And I remember early on going on campuses with him, it'd be me, him, and a handful of others, and a sea of protesters. And when Charlie's life was taken, there were a handful of protesters and a sea of red hats. Entire generation was moved because he had spent the lion's share of his adult life discipling these kids.
His
And
lion's
Charlie
share.
Charlie saw politics.
He spent his whole life.
Hmm. That's weird that he mentioned it like that because it's been referenced in the Bible that having unwavering faith for your Lord Jesus Christ is having the heart of a lion. So it's weird that
But he got the heart of the lion ward.
yeah, but like the way what he just said is weird. He spent his last lion's breath. What did he say?
I can rewind it again just a little bit. Yeah, he says it so fast here. He does speak fast.
Adult life discipling these kids. And Charlie saw politics
Nope, that's not it. Hold on.
as an on-ramp to Christianity. And when Charlie's life was taken, there were a handful of protesters and a sea of red hats.
Coming now.
Entire generation was moved because he had spent the lion's share of his adult life discipling these kids.
He has spent his lion's share of his life discipling these young kids. He has spent
That's an odd way
his
to phrase
lion's
it.
share of his life.
I'm not sure how to really decipher how he said that. That's very bizarre, and I would need help
What
to
do
sort
you
of
think
figure out
is,
what he exactly meant.
You tell me what you guys think in the chat, what he just said. He spent his lion share of his life
Yeah.
discipling these young kids. What do you think he's meaning? Um,
It's a little off topic just from the line what we're talking about, but that is very, very accurate.
yes.
From what is that? From Animal House. They do believe that they have a divine, almost destiny in a weird way that they've
Yes.
deciphered and manipulated through
Oh
scripture.
my
It's bizarre.
gosh. I believe so.
Oh, get crunk. You're serious? Wow.
He's just throwing the lion wherever he can.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
That's what
they're
we were
taking
feeling.
it over.
I think that's another,
This one?
yeah,
Oh, of course.
of course. Everybody knows that about
Just the way
Rob.
he said it. He had
He's always got to be over dramatic about
lion's
everything.
share of he spent the lion's share of his life discipling young students.
Yeah.
He wasn't a pastor. That's not what Charlie Kirk was.
No, he wasn't.
Okay. So I feel like they're making him a martyr or the Messiah. The lion is everything in one. Okay. So we can move on to the next video, or I can keep playing this. Let me see what else he says.
And Charlie saw politics as an on-ramp to Christianity. He was discipling them. And he figured if he could get these young people rowing in the streams of liberty, they'd ultimately come to its source. 2 Corinthians 3:17, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's liberty. That liberty isn't man's idea, it's God's idea. And these kids are coming to Christ like we've never seen before. And they show up at churches, and these churches don't want to even mention the name of Charlie Kirk, the man who had the audacity to bring politics into the church.
You're
And
not
I'm thinking,
supposed to.
Pastor, you might want to know why all these people showed up on Sunday. You might want to learn a little bit about this man's life. And my great hope, because your pastor is so much like Charlie Kirk, he is so committed to discipleship. My hope is that this awakening, this revival is going to change culture, and this republic will be given another 100 years.
The way they're using his death as like a revival, as like the newest form of religion or the next turning point, as Jesse Waters says, Charlie Kirk's death marked a turning point for this
Yeah.
nation. Remember what he said, and I'm pretty sure someone wrote that for Jesse Waters, and that'll stay in my memory forever. That was at the Patriot when she got the Legacy Award, and she was wearing that green dress. Yeah, Jesse Waters said that. Probably read it on the teleprompter, and they're doing everything now. This is the new turning point. Well, you know what we said today? The new turning point is us backing off of all this garbage. That's the new turning point.
Not the one I think that they were envisioning, but I think that is the new turning point.
Yeah.
The new turning point is turning away from turning point.
Whoa, babe.
The new turning point should be a U-turn and heading back in the opposite
Oh,
direction.
That was fire. That was fire, babe. U-turn. We're making a U-turn. Based. Chris is based. Chris is based. So
Like-
Real Bays is based as well. He's more based than anyone of us.
He's pretty
but
based.
He's really good. But clap. Everybody's clapping for you. Yeah, that was really well said, babe.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. That's just how I've been feeling for a long time now. You know what I mean? And, and I'm getting sick of them. And somebody even just put in the comments here, I think it was Orion, just about weaponizing Christianity. They are warping Christianity and then trying to use Turning Point to fill up this new cult religion of Judeo-Christian crap that doesn't
Yeah.
exist. It's manipulating people through someone's death through religion,
1000%.
and it's freaking gross. Sorry, I didn't mean to end it so
No,
abruptly, but
that was so well said. Well said, babe.
But some folks are saying, no. Now the rapture's coming. Okay, I don't know who died and made you the prophet.
Jack Hibbs.
But the Bible says we don't know
Here.
the day or the hour, and we're to occupy until he comes, which means we have to keep processing. And I don't know what your eschatology is, but no one's allowed an eschatology that permits apathy.
Okay, so we'll move on. I don't know if I'll play the next video because it's longer than this one.
These Y and Z
Oh,
generation,
this one's pretty
they're the
good.
most distressed, indebted, addicted, depressed generation in modern history. And now they're coming to Christ. And why? Because of the most misunderstood missionary in American history, Charles James Kirk.
Is that like Captain James Kirk?
Did you hear him?
James Tiberius Kirk? I'm just joking.
Charles James Kirk. And then he goes,
Well, the funny thing is Charlie actually wasn't a missionary. Just happened to be a Christian who was into politics, trying to better his country.
yeah.
You guys have tried to turn him into a missionary. You're pushing really hard to do that. I have no doubt if Charlie was given a choice to walk for his faith in a stronger way, that he probably would have. We will never know.
Yep.
But yeah, I could see, knowing what we know of Charlie, yeah, I'm pretty sure he would. He was a person who, seemed like, his country and his faith mattered to him a lot.
I think they looked at him as, like what people are saying, like a money machine. Exactly. He didn't even have any
Yeah.
any more friends. He just, when people saw him, I gotta take a picture with him. I gotta go do tours with him. I gotta do this. And I think it just became, just like you said, hoaxing.
Yeah. Sadly, that's not what it started off to be, but that's what it ended up being. Like, I have to kind of agree with hoaxing there.
He wasn't a missionary, but they're making him
Hey,
as if he
Allie.
was. Hello.
Well,
Hello.
yeah. And it's like, remember, like when he started it, the church wasn't involved, even though he was a
Yeah.
man of faith, right?
Yes.
It wasn't involved. It got pushed on him
Yeah.
when certain people came into his orbit,
Yeah.
right?
So we're gonna move on. I'm not gonna play this whole video because it's like 5 minutes long. But yeah, the beginning was important, and we're gonna move on to what do we got here? Okay, the Red Lion. we're gonna give you a little bit of a, I don't know, education here.
Yeah. So this is, again, we're running in on the lions in this episode. We got the red lion and the bloodline. So we'll just read this out. The red lion, and I'll go into it. The red lion holds major significance in Christianity, royal divine right. The Western esotericism, I hate that word. I used to be able to nail it so good.
Let's do it.
Alchemy, its history spans thousands of years. Well, that's more than the Israelites have existed.
Mhm.
So let's just throw that out there. And this is why I actually wanted to show this clip, because when I was using AI to search some of this information, and yeah, I used AI, it's basic information. You notice what actually popped up on the left? Judeo-Christian history is now popping up in searches. So this fake thing is now being entered in as something that actually happened into our online searches, because Judeo-Christian history doesn't exist. There's no such thing as it.
They're making it. They're joining
You
it.
see how it's now showing up online? So like generations after us, like when we've been dead and gone for 100 years, this is going to be on there.
Yeah.
So I'll read a little bit about it, and I want you guys to hear it because it's, I don't think it's true. Judeo-Christian history, 1,000 years BC. In religious history, the lion associated with blood or red gold coloring is tied to the Lion of Judah, the first mention in the book of Genesis, 1000 to 500 BC. The patriarch Jacob blesses his son Judah, calling him a young lion. In Christian theology, it's not Christian theology, specifically Revelation 5:5, written about 95 AD, Jesus Christ is explicitly called the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Jesus Christ is. That's interesting that he is the Lion of Judah. He, not a country, he is the Lion of Judah. This symbolizes sovereignty, sacrifice, and his triumphant return. I thought that was very interesting. So it's like, you see how that has got half truths in it, half truths, right? And that's how they sort of trick you. So we'll get into alchemel, alchemy,
Mysticism.
mysticism. 380 to 1500s in the early religious, philosophical mysticism, alchemy. The red lion represents the rubido or the reddening. It is the final stage of spiritual transformation and the creation of the philosopher's stone. It symbolizes the soul that has been purified by fire, overcoming base worldly desires to achieve divine enlightenment. This esoteric history traces back to Hellenistic Egypt, 300 AD, peaking during the European Renaissance.
The final stage. It's interesting because we can get further into this because the when we did our last live or a couple lives ago about the UFC and how it looked like Roman times, what they're doing right now,
Hmm.
fighting almost reminds me of Roman times, and they're building this. It looks like a freaking Pantheon.
Or you just mean like the Colosseum, not the Pantheon?
Yeah, sorry, the Colosseum, and
Yeah.
and how the lion comes in and the gladiator, and that's what it looks like.
Well, gladiators used to fight lions,
Yeah.
and that's actually where I think the bloodline got
Mhm.
part of its name too. Well, after it had already been in another culture, and we'll talk a little bit about that now.
Yeah.
The bloodline has less formal standalone recognition in mainstream global religions, but its themes are deeply rooted in ancient sacrifice and modern conservation ethics. Ancient rituals and paganism, thousands of years BC, so way predating Israelites again. While the phrase bloodline is used modernly to describe horrific blood sport of can trophy hunting associated of lions with blood and divine wrath that goes back to ancient Egypt, 3000 BC, way before. So, there's a
Yeah.
couple things here that go past our friends overseas. The lioness war goddess, Semet, Semet? Was a deity of destruction, pestilence, and healing. In Egyptian myth, her bloodlust was so immense that she nearly destroyed humanity, drinking their blood until she was tricked into drinking red dyed beer. And I'll touch on some biblical allegory. In the Bible, lions are frequently used as a metaphor for drinking, for the
Wow.
blood drinking predators or divine executioners. For example, the Apostle Peter warns Christians that the devil prowls around like a roaring lion,
Whoa.
seeking someone to devour, and that's Peter 5:8.
Who said Peter? What? We were just listening to something. My
Yes.
brain. Who said Peter?
So,
Oh my gosh,
no,
I
no,
remember this.
I,
Oh, it was Victor Marx. Remember? I did that live stream. He was talking about Peter and
Was
the
he?
lion. Yeah. So we'll get into that in a second.
can we go back to that?
Yes. I'm not off of it,
Oh,
babe.
okay.
I'm just looking at the chat. Just a second.
Okay.
Yes, you guys remember that, right? Victor Marx talked about Peter. Oh my gosh, it's so bizarre, babe, that you brought this up and it's here.
But I also want to, like, this is important to see because with this Judeo-Christian crap and, the Lion of Judah, I believe they have taken it. So it's really hard for me to sort of figure out a really good way to say this. I believe they have taken it and incorporated it into their beliefs, based on a way to try to sort of hijack the symbolism of Christianity that they thought they killed when they killed Jesus. They were hoping when they killed that, he
Oh,
would die, his followers would die. They could then steal a divine legacy to push forward, which they pushed through the Old Testament, through prophecy, and so that they could try to make themselves the prophesied ones. The way I interpret the Bible is that they are not the divine chosen ones. They are the most needing of Jesus. They are the ones furthest and farthest from the love of Jesus. That's the way I always sort of interpret this. Right?
he's very knowledgeable with history. So that's why I love to have him here on Pastor Sunday because he knows a lot about the Bible.
Well, a lot of it is up for interpretation, and that's the problem, right? Well, not all of it is, but there are some things that can be interpreted and twisted. when
Yes.
spoken, right? And there's a lot of that going on right now.
Yeah. So this last part is interesting, and this part here is also and this part here is interesting too, the final stage. Um, which are we at that yet? I don't know, but um I love my thumbnail because that just speaks volumes of what's happening right now.
Well, absolutely. And I believe that they can try to do certain things like this and then claim that they have biblical right to do it, or they are acting on behalf of God to do these things, especially with the biblical allegory there at the end.
Yes.
Lions are frequently used as a metaphor for blood drinking predators or divine executioners. For example, the Apostle Peter warns Christians that the devil prowls around like a roaring lion seeking
Oh,
someone to devour. And our
listen to
friends
that,
and
babe.
our friends overseas
Have the
are
operation.
I'm not even going in about the war operations. They are have the lion as a symbol of who they are, right? And that was borrowed from other cultures. Like as you can see, Egypt had symbols of lions 3000 BC, man.
But it says like a roaring lion, and all of their operations is called Roaring Lion. So
Roaring
it's
lion,
yeah,
rising lion.
Rising Lion. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's they're doing it biblically here. So
Well,
moving
they
moving. Oops.
go ahead. Go
Moving,
ahead.
I'm going to be moving on to the next slide
All
because
right.
we're going to be here all night. Okay, so we watched this and it's all red. Look at this. We watched it and we didn't really think about it until we started loading the show. And I said, babe, we watched Victor Marx when you were at work and he had the red line in the back.
Yeah.
Woodlow, he
So
has like,
so I'm almost wondering if that's not the red line, but it's the bloodline. And if
okay,
it is, then that is coming from around 2,000 years ago. And I don't, we can talk about it if you didn't put the screenshot in, but I think you did.
okay, let me see here. No, I have his video right after this, so let me know when I can play it.
Yeah, just anytime, babe.
Yep.
Let's dive in.
Okay, so you guys watch this. I'm going to play it. little bit longer clip so I get the whole thing what he's saying.
I'm joking. They're all beautiful babies. I was actually sitting in bed with my bride today. We were looking, photos come up. I'm like, our first little baby, she was one. I was like, man, we made some good looking babies. I think the enemy lies. He lies to try to keep you down, to try to keep you from being all that God wants you to be. You got to look at the Bible and the stories he gives us. Daniel in the lion's den. Daniel, tossed in the lion's den. I love it. The scripture says, my God, he sent his angels to shut the mouth of the lion so they don't hurt me. Do you have that type of faith? God can do far beyond what you can think or imagine. I mean, knowing me, seeing what God's done in my life again and again and again, if I had to be thrown in that lion's den, who knows? Daniel's faith was probably super strong. He was in there, he'd go, hey, fellas, what's up? I need a pillow for tonight. Which one of y'all? Like a big stuffed, just go. I think the Lord told him, don't worry, the angel's coming. We got, okay. As a Cajun, I would have been like, y'all get crazy. I'm going to make a lion burger out of one of y'all. I'll tell you right now. Make a steak. You got to have faith over fear.
He's going to make a lion burger out of y'all if you all go crazy.
I think he's lying.
Yeah.
I think he's
The
lying.
roaring lion is lying. I mean, he had to talk about this, didn't he? And the background had to be a lion. I mean, even Wi-Fi does lion like backgrounds and stuff. Like this is just
Regardless of what you're facing, don't waste your time on fear. It's like a rocking chair. It'll give you something to do, but you ain't going nowhere.
oh man. Didn't you say something about
You
that?
want me actually to say what I said? Because I
Go ahead. Death is not welcome here. Go ahead.
That completely threw me off. Here I am trying to talk about something else and you're reading the banner in the background. That threw me off. I have no idea what I was going to say
No,
anymore.
he was going like this. Fear is not welcome here. So it's like a rocking chair. He said it's like a rocking chair. Fear is like a rocking chair. And then he started doing that. Who
yeah.
does that? Who? And there was a comment on X. Someone said, in all my 62 years of living and being in a rocking chair, I've never rocked like the way he just showed.
Yeah. Yeah. So I forgot how cleverly I said it before, but basically I was like, that motion looks like, especially when I did it fast, it looks like he's doing something else, maybe with a partner. And I just thought, okay, so you have that symbolization there. It looks like, maybe he might be doing something sexual, allegedly, as a joke. Not really joking now. But he's also been known to, take young women from one. Well, you told me to talk
But you
about it.
can't
Now you
say
don't
it.
want me to talk about
You
it.
can't say it.
Well, then I'm not going to talk
Well,
about
I
it then.
think-
Like, don't
I
ask
think-
me to talk about it,
I
baby.
think-
Then.
Well, you can't, babe. It's YouTube. So everybody knows what he's done.
Okay.
So
Well,
everybody knows.
all right.
that
So that's
he's,
it. The
you
unfinished
know,
sentence.
those- what do you want to call them? Like little tadpoles, and I don't know, what he's done, right? So like we can't really get into the depth of that, but I know what you're saying. I'm just trying to be careful because Get Crunk and Listen said
We're already
he's lying. He's lying or lying?
We're already so shadow banned. I don't think it even matters.
Yeah, I feel like I'm shadow banned, guys.
No, we are.
I'm
So
not
that's
getting
why.
like likes. We're not getting like followers.
Well, that's why. Like, who cares? Just let me just say it then. Like, if we're already shadow banned, anyways.
Yeah, I think he's lying, but I like the fact that there's a lion and it sounds the same. Get
Yeah.
Crunk and Listen. That was an amazing comment.
He's lying about the Lions.
Y'all cute. Thanks. He's my groom,
Yeah, my bride.
my bride. Oh man, so creepy when he says that. My bride.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next thing. It's like I've had enough of that. Okay,
The lion is the
so this is just a little. I found this on a Jewish site, so let's see what they say here about what the lion means in what tribe of Judah. Can't see what the beginning said, but hold on.
primary symbol of the tribe of Judah. But where did this connection come from? The tribe of Judah is one of the 12 tribes of Israel. According to the Hebrew Bible, the 12 tribes began with the 12 sons of Jacob, later called Israel. Judah was the fourth son of Jacob and his first wife Leah. The tribe of Judah became one of the most important because it was the tribe of the monarchy, or rulership under one royal leader, when the ancient kingdom of Israel was established around the 11th century BCE. Most of its rulers, including David and Solomon, came from this tribe. The United Kingdom split into northern Israel and southern Judah around the 10th century BCE. Only the tribes of Benjamin and Judah inhabited the kingdom of Judah, while the other 10 were in Israel, so its rulers were predominantly from the tribe of Judah. Even the words Judaism and Jew used to describe the Israelites' religion came from its name. You know that the lion often symbolizes powerful houses. The same thing is true of the tribe of Judah. Lion
Yeah, Ymir Tafasi talks about Jacob's blessings all the time. The one that works with Jack Hibbs, that guy.
Yeah.
lions are frequently symbols of leadership, as the lion is considered the king of the animals. In the book of Genesis, long before the Israelite monarchy is established, Jacob blesses Judah on his deathbed, saying he is a lion's
Oh, hold
whelp
on.
or cub.
What monarchy? Like, you were freaking smushed into oblivion and scattered by the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, the Babylon.
I feel like they're trying to change this.
What monarchy? You never had no kingdom. Like, you were destroyed over and over and over again and displaced and shipped all over the world. The only thing that was common throughout the centuries of history is you were lost and displaced.
Yep, and I got this from like a website where they teach children about.
Oh, of course, you got to start lying to them early, right? No pun intended.
The tribe of Judah adopted the symbol of the lion to represent itself.
There we go. Hold on. There's some truth. Adopted.
Adopted.
It wasn't theirs. Thank you for admitting that you took it. from somewhere else because that's exactly what happened.
I'm glad I paused it right here.
And you want to know how they named it? And the way they named it was, I find, so silly. So a guy thought his son was courageous, so he nicknamed him the Lion of Judah. And hold on, a whole civilization was supposed to identify with that. So, like, for all we know, he threw a rock. His boy went, grabbed the rock, came back, and brought it back to his dad. And his dad was like, "You were as fast as a lion." And all of a sudden, that's
Yeah.
what the whole thing is based on. And that's what we believe is the Lion of Judah 2,000 years from now. Like, I don't know. I find it a weird sort of story to sort of base a whole civilization on that a father gave his son a compliment. I just find that unusual. Like, sometimes you look like a fierce lion in the morning, but I'm
I
not going to
mean,
make up a religion about it.
I mean, the hair gets really bad. It gets, yeah, especially when it's raining. Like, forget it. I'm done. But that's what's happening now with my hair. But yeah. Roar. Here we go.
Because of this blessing, the tribe of Judah adopted the symbol of the lion to represent.
Because of this blessing, he said, the tribe of Judah adopted the symbol of the lion to represent itself. And see the background here? They have this flag everywhere, this crescent. The tribe of Judah adopted the symbol of the lion to represent itself.
The blessing Jacob gives to Judah in Genesis 49 reflects this symbolism. Jacob explains the comfort that Judah will have using the imagery of a lion stretching out and not being roused by others. He refers to the rulership that Judah will have, saying, "The scepter shall not depart from him." Jacob
So, yeah, I just did a little clip of that and we can move on. What do we got here? Oh, okay. So, obviously I can't read this Hebrew writing. Maybe somebody else in the chat can. The roaring lion in Jewish traditionally primarily refers to the Lion of Judah, a powerful biblical
Motif.
representing courage, royalty, and the tribe of Judah. It has evolved from an ancient tribal symbol into an enduring emblem of Jewish resilience, national identity, and modern global philanthropy.
Oh, that I actually believe.
Yeah,
The very last
this
thing.
one.
Modern global philanthropy. Yeah, I believe they used this symbol to try to make themselves look more honorable so that they can donate money to places so that they can gain influence and power over people. That part I believe.
Yeah.
I believe that 100%.
Oh man, where is Scotty? Is Scotty here?
Yeah, he tripped and fell in a rabbit hole.
Probably.
He'll be okay. He just twisted his ankle. He'll be back. I
He'll be
swear to God,
back.
everybody.
I've done that.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want I want to pause you for a couple seconds.
Sure.
So about 20 minutes ago,
Yeah.
somebody in the chat, I forgot who, I apologize. It's way too far back and I'm not going to go dig and look for it. But we were talking about the symbols of lines and somebody brought up, have you checked out the Rothschild family crest?
That was elite asset.
Was it?
Yep.
Yes. So yeah, there is a lion on it, and go figure, there's a unicorn on the other side. Also some really interesting things. I find it no surprise that there's a lion on one side and a unicorn on the other. It's like, half real man, half furry. Let's just merge them all together and have a party.
I'm so sorry. It was her.
Ah, there we go. For Animal House.
Thought it was elite asset. I apologize.
So I had pulled that up and I was looking at it. I just find it weird that a unicorn is actually on there. That's bizarre.
We'll put it in the camera so people can see it.
Well, they can just Google it. There's like a bunch of different variations. But yeah, there's a lion and a unicorn. Just kind of.
Interesting.
And on another thing, where the heck is that? I'm not going to be able to find it now. It was in regards to the Victor Marx video when he was talking about kids. I noticed this and it creeped me out. He was talking about the young children, and then he licked his lips, and his tongue came so far out of his mouth it almost looked like a freaking lizard tongue. So hold on, I need to find who actually said that, because we commented back and forth, and now it's lost in here. I don't know who said it. but it was interesting comment. It's lost in here. I can't find it. If you're the person that made that comment, please shout out so I can find it again. But that was an interesting comment. And I actually, as they said it, I commented back because I was like, I noticed his tongue sticking out of his face.
Did
It was Annie. Okay, so it was Annie. Yeah. Backs away when he talks about babies. He licks his lips and, like a disgusting pervert, he talks about babies. But as he did that, he did like this weird, like it was just weird the way he did it. His tongue came out
Yeah.
and licked his lips. It didn't even look like it was a real tongue. Like
Yeah,
it
that's
looked
all. I
like it
gotta
was.
go back and look at
It
that.
looked like it was extra long. It looked weird.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was Annie. Thank you, Annie. Because like I commented on that when I looked at that, I'm like, that looks weird, man. And he did it when he was talking about babies.
Yeah, she said it was her.
Yeah. But he did it when he was talking about babies. And I thought that was weird. If you're gonna lick your lips, make it because you thought about a steak
Yeah.
or a nice bowl of jello. You know, something that you eat. Or wait a minute. Maybe he was doing that. Yuck.
Didn't Judah receive Jacob, or am I getting it wrong?
Deceive.
Oh, sorry, deceive.
Uh
I believe so. We're looking it up, but I think other people in chat probably
Yeah, they will. Yeah, he did.
people are saying that too. I'm a little
Yeah.
behind in.
Judah and his brothers threw Joseph into the pit, sold him into slavery, covered Joseph's distinct, brightly colored coat in a goat's blood.
Yes.
This presented this bloody coat to Jacob, asking him to please recognize if it belonged to his son, which led to a grief-stricken Jacob to believe a wild animal had killed Joseph.
It almost reminds me of the musical Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Yeah.
So yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to the next slide. Oops, that's not it. So you got this little snippet from
Oh yes.
online, and I just decided to put this because they just made a hoodie about the martyrs, but go ahead and read that, babe.
Yes. So for some context, this was in reference to the blood lion. The blood lion. So martyrdom. Historically, lions are intrinsically tied to early Christianity because Roman emperors famously threw Christians, such as those during the era of the Colosseum, to the lions for the refusal to renounce their faith. So
Wow.
because and this is how the Romans tried to make a mockery of the Christian faith, because those who were to stand in complete unwavering allegiance to their faith were known to have courage of a lion. So this is why the Romans, trying to destroy that religion, therefore took those individuals who had a courage of a lion and had them killed by a lion. And the reason why it was called a blood lion is because the lions weren't
Oh
taken
my
out.
gosh.
The lions weren't taken out until they were covered in blood. So they would release the lions into the Colosseum and they would feed them, Christians, until they were covered in blood,
Babe, Charlie was wearing a white shirt.
because they wanted to cover them in blood.
And then you look at this hoodie they're making with the sword in the middle. It's not okay. I don't like any of this merch at all. I hate it. It's disgusting.
Well,
It's absolutely disgusting.
well, it's serious grifting, because if they're trying to sit there and promote Turning Point, you don't need to keep promoting the guy who died almost a year ago. Why don't you get a new catchphrase or a new logo, or take something in a new direction? I don't know, maybe some
Yeah.
new sponsorship, maybe a new logo, maybe get Charlie's name off the fucking show that he's not on anymore. Pardon my language, but make some changes, you know?
Yeah. Get Crunk and listen. They didn't do a good job covering his his white shirt in blood. Well, they just wanted him to wear white. That's what I think. Because that
Well, if it was on black, you wouldn't have seen anything.
but it's just no, it's also the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Also. That's the first time he ever wore a white shirt, and he dies in a white shirt.
Yeah.
The robe of a white martyr. Like, we have to think of it like that.
That's true.
Okay?
That's true.
moving on, and like this is gross. The tyrant dies and his rule is over. The martyr dies and his rule has just begun. They said this at the at the memorial. So did Rob McCoy. He got it wrong there that
Yeah.
one time, but yeah, this is new hoodies, guys, on sale now.
Yeah. Something else not to buy, guys.
Yeah. So moving on. So this was a great find, and Chris found this. The martyrdom. Historically, lions are tied to early Christianity. This is great that you found
and
this.
that's again, that's part of the bloodline reference, right?
Yeah. And then
We actually talked a little bit about this in the
About, yeah.
chat already. So this is where I think, as they hijack the symbol of the lion, now they're trying to use it to give them divine right. It's a part of their history. They have the tie to it, so they can do whatever the f they want. So here we go with the divine right, kings of the 1200s. So again, nothing to do with our friends overseas. In fact, this happens to do with the United Kingdom and Scotland. So historical UK red lion stems from Scottish heraldry. King William the Lion adopted the red lion rampant as the royal banner in Scotland in the late 12th or 13th century. Monarchs used this specific imagery to idolize divine right. This religious belief that a king's authority comes directly from God. So this is why I believe that all of this is not an accident. So
Yeah.
now that they have the symbol of the lion, they can claim that they have a divine right. They can claim that it comes directly from God, even though they don't even believe in Jesus. And then they can say that, oh, well, we did this because of a biblical reason. So, we just needed to wipe out the G strip because, I don't know. God told me that while I was sleeping last night. So I thought it was a great idea. Remember, divine right. I got the Lion of Judah behind me. So I think it's like that.
That's crazy.
That's kind of the way they're trying to push it. Like, hey, look, we're allowed to do that. It's biblical rights, man. Come on. It's only 2 million people. Come on, man. Come on. God sent us. You know what I mean?
Goodness.
So that's
Oh.
where, like, don't be surprised if you start seeing them talking about divine right more, because I believe they're hijacking certain parts of this from history whenever it suits them.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, this is just another. You did have it twice, but there's another.
No, this is divine judgment. So and this is what I also believe is actually happened. When foreign settlers inhabited Samaria without worshiping the God of Israel, God sent lions among them to kill some of the people. So, okay, so that's
Wow, read that again.
when foreign settlers inhabited Samaria without worshiping the God of Israel, God sent lions among them to kill some of the people. So
Whoa.
I'm going to take that and apply it to real world. So after World War II, we had our friends overseas settle in the United States. That makes them the foreign settlers inhabited, right? So that we got them coming from overseas. Now they're settling in the United States. But hold on, they're not worshiping the right God. So does that mean technically Jesus should be sending lions to kill some of them people? You come over to this side of the world. You come over to the United States and North America, and now you are not worshiping Jesus, right? So I'm wondering, when are the lions going to come remove you from the place that you inhabited? Because you can go anytime, as far as I'm concerned. If the lion scares you, you can bounce because it was our symbol first. And in fatal encounters, a prophet of God was struck down by a lion for disobeying a specific command to return home without stopping. And I just don't have a specific reference or an
Yeah.
idea with that. I just thought it was interesting.
It was more the first one,
Absolutely. And I
and
also,
that's kind of what's happening now, isn't it?
Well,
Like, seriously, if you're not worshiping this, this could happen, or it is happening. And
There's
it's
a-
been happening for many years.
well,
anyways.
there's a couple ways to look at it.
Yeah.
At that, then there's the way that I was sort of saying about it, and then there's the way that you were just sort of talking about it. And get crunk and listen. This is the Knights Templar. Yes, you're right.
What did Tina say? Hi, Chris. Now I just saw there. Oh my, they're really digging in. Messages from God. I doubt money for divine rights. Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think
Oh.
that's what they believe their divine right is, to grift the living crap out of Charlie's Legacy company.
I think this is the turning point. Like the literal turning point is this.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
the turning point is to swap religions. Get rid of Christianity, slip in Judeo-Christian BS.
And put them all
Poof.
together, and then it'll just be one, and then that's it. Poof, gone. And we can't let that happen.
Well, that's why they want more of these people to vote.
And that's why they have, like, this UFC thing tonight. It's a distraction.
Oh yeah, Roman gladiator style, right in front of the king, at his feet in the Colosseum of the United States, and they will be blood sport for our new Emperor Trump,
This is crazy.
just like in a Colosseum 2,000 years ago.
Just like Proverbs 28:1.
And this is actually what we've both talked about.
Yes.
Proverbs 28:1, often used to describe Christians who boldly defend their faith rather than running from it. And that is actually profound. And that's something that we've both been talking about.
Yep.
Defending your faith, you are known as of having a courage of a lion, the power of a lion, the strength of a lion. You are fearless. You know
Chris,
what I mean?
Everybody's saying you're on fire.
Well,
You're fire, Chris.
Well, the lies and the way they're trying to lie and twist us, it just pisses me off,
Yeah.
And it's because like they're targeting like older people too, like seniors, boomers, people who are at maybe their most vulnerable.
Yeah.
They may not have people around them to defend them, and now Turning Point's trying to con them out of their wills and that kind of stuff. And it's I just don't like it.
Okay. Now we got what our friends overseas has going on. Operation Roaring Lion 2026, Operation Rising Lion 2025, also known as the one in 2025, Rising Lion, was known as 12-day war. With this involved Israel's airstrikes targeting Iranian military and nuclear infrastructure. So they called that Operation Rising Lion. And Operation Roaring Lion, which is happening right now.
Yeah, and Charlie was alive for a Rising Lion.
Yes.
He's the reason why it was only just a poof.
Yeah,
Because
and they're calling him the lion now.
I know
Guys, I'm like, this is sick. This is sick.
I couldn't figure out anything more insulting to name him, to give him an award basically after the military operation he was actually opposing avidly.
Well, they
And
don't
in
really
fact-
talk about it. They say he got I had to show people that Rob McCoy took it on his behalf for the Heart of the Lion, the award, the Courage of the Lion Award. But they don't really, they don't show the award. They don't show Rob McCoy with it. There's just an article.
And he's
So
just
it's
talking
bizarre.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just, again, I feel like that's weird because like Charlie was fighting to have that stop, to give him an award named after a war. And we know that he's the reason why that wasn't more, right? I think we've even heard, even from Joe Kent's mouth, that
Yes.
Charlie was outspoken about that. And Joe Kent even spoke about that. So, yeah. What are you looking at?
Symbolizes okay, so he is saying 12-day war, 12. I mean, what does 12 mean? And for them, what does it mean? Divine order.
Well, it's the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see how they purposely do this to try to make things biblical. Let's attack them exactly for 12 days because then we can go, oh, it's biblical because of the 12 tribes and the lion and the fucking blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, just stop it. You're grossing me out.
Just stop.
Just stop.
Just stop.
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 I think we need to make a fragrance called Just Stop by the Lion and send it over to our friends overseas.
Afternoon, good morning, good
Okay,
evening to everybody.
So this is actually
And
hold on, what is this? This is before I play the video. This is Israel at war, Operation Roaring Lion. That's happening right now. Our immediate response and ongoing efforts on the ground in Israel amid attacks from Iran. They're getting attacks from Iran and
Holy crap. Do you
donate now.
Hold on. Do you get what that means? Right now, they they won't stick to a peace over there. They're the ones that keep breaking it. They're the ones that keep attacking Hezbollah in Lebanon. They're the ones that keep launching strikes at Iran. And now, just like Darvo, they're playing the victim. Poor us. And now they even have the nerve to ask for donations.
Yep.
Excuse me. United
is
States is
crazy.
fronting the whole bill for this. And now you want more money? It's
Yeah.
not enough. Like you're just sucking everybody dry. And you have the nerve.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
you have
guys
the
can
nerve
look this up.
to
It's the
oh,
Jewish Agency for Israel. You can look it up. Families across Israel are facing racing to shelters as missiles and drones from Iran, along with rockets from Lebanon, strikes from other across the country. Sirens are sounding nonstop. Each new wave launches sends millions Israelis running for safety. Since February 28, 2026, when Operation Roaring Lion began, the Jewish agency's response on the ground in Israel has been swift, comprehensive, providing immediate assistance to hundreds of victims and helping communities navigate this moment of crisis. I'll let him speak for one moment, but yeah, donate now.
that's gross.
I want to thank everybody for joining us, and I want to welcome everyone here to this Jewish Agency briefing. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mark Wilf, the chair of the Board of Governors, and it's good to be with you, especially in these trying days. Certainly, we want to share with you, all of you have keen interest, of course, as we all do, about what's going on in the Middle East, of course, and in Israel. And we stand with all our brothers and sisters that are going through so much right now. Again, just a brief overview of the purpose and structure of this webinar. We'd like to share with all of you the steps that we've taken since Operation Roaring Lion began. More than 20,000 beneficiaries currently under our Jewish Agency responsibility in Israel, and how we're preparing for the days ahead. We will also outline where additional support may be required and how you.
So I could be wrong, but I hear him saying that they're got lots of money coming in, and they are really good at getting all this money and support and services out to the Jewish people who really need it, and that's all really great and it's awesome. But what about the non-Jewish people that happen to live in Palestine and Israel?
Yeah.
What about the Muslims and the Christians and the freaking Arabs? And are they getting anything or what?
Yeah.
Because there's more than just one group of people that live in those two countries that you've literally turned into a war zone.
I like how they flip it.
So it's all Darvo.
and your communities can be most helpful. And so we're going to hear from Doron, and then you'll hear some recorded words from Moshe Lifshitz from Beit Shemesh, a municipality, and a partnership together, Beit Shemesh, Beit Yehuda, South Africa Steering Committee member, and Benny Sapti, the INSS Iran expert. So much to cover. And again, our hearts, of course, go out to those injured.
Sure.
Right. And I also want to point out, like how hard is it for the Jewish people over there during this war? Like if their house gets blown up, it's not even a big deal. It's not, because all they do is walk down the street, kick a
Yeah.
Palestinian out of their home, and then give them a new home.
Yeah.
So it's like, bam, your house blows up, no problem. You get a free one down the street. All you gotta do is walk 10 feet with your kids and kick someone else out of their home.
Crazy baby.
And then you get it. And then after you do that, kick that other family out. Then you just got to sit there and wait for aid for the government to get relief for the war they're causing.
Yeah.
It's-
Didn't they do the
oh.
strikes to Lebanon? Like
Yeah,
we
they've
talked
been-
about this yesterday, right? And I just
Yeah.
when I found this, I said, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
I had to show it to our audience
It-
because this is crazy. Operation Roaring Lion, immediate response, ongoing efforts to ground in Israel amid attacks from Iran and Lebanon.
Well, if
You
they,
guys caused this.
yeah, they're the biggest
What
hypocrites.
do you mean attacks? What is this?
Forever the victim, eh?
Always,
They've been-
always,
Just,
all day, all night.
just ask anyone. They've been a victim for
Since
5,000 years.
Since Jesus
Like-
was crucified on the cross. Always, all day, all night. I'm done.
Brutal.
I'm done.
Brutal.
All right,
Like-
moving on because it's getting me a little bit upset.
Yeah.
You want to read this one?
Yeah, this is the terror of God's roar. The prophet Amos asks a rhetorical question about the sheer dread of a ancient person feels when a lion roars. This is meant to illustrate the fear you should have for the sovereign God. So this is from the Old Testament. So I dug a little bit back from that, but I think it's valuable
Mhm.
because if our Christian Zionist friends actually would, I don't know, go back and read the Old Testament that they only read because they don't like the new one because it has Jesus in it, so they just read the old one
Yeah.
because of prophecy. They're to actually read that a little bit, then maybe they would actually realize that you're messing it up, and the lion is gonna roar soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You want to read that comment?
What do the Jewish Israelis need? We have not paid for that already. Okay, walking outside now. Yeah, like they just signed, and we even kind of talked about this. Normally, there was ever a 4-year deal. Every 4-year deal, 4 years, the United States was signing a $4 billion foreign aid pact. This year, what they did is they just pushed through like, what was it, man? Was it a 10 or 20-year deal for like 40 billion over the next while
Mhm.
with the potential for that to go up, and that was just in normal aid, either normal aid or military aid. I'm getting it twisted now because we already did a live about this weeks ago,
Yeah.
maybe a months ago. But it's like, and then how much more do you need? And now after you get all that, you're just gonna raise money. What do you like? It's so bizarre because they always said like all the Muslim battles were always holy wars, and now I feel like they're trying to tie a whole freaking country into their manufactured holy war. And Israelis and Palestinians are ancient cousins. When you trace them back,
Back to
they're
history, yeah.
cousins. So they're wrapping us all up in this blood war that they keep going over thousands of years, all because they're pissed off that God didn't show them special favor when Jesus returned, and they've been bitter about it ever since. It's just brutal.
This, or we're abandoning the process.
Okay, so this is Alan Jackson and Rob
I-
McCoy.
I haven't seen this.
Just a little snippet. This was just like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So this is new. Not really related to the lion, but they're just gonna break from that and then we'll go back into it again.
And we'll be held accountable for that.
Well, you know, when Charlie was alive and we started
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk.
Do you not know who he is?
Well, what, Charlie?
Like what Charlie? What other Charlie died? Alan, I know you love Friends Overseas. Okay,
Charlie Smith? Charlie Rogers.
like hi, and look at his
Um,
face. He doesn't even care.
It's got to be Charlie Smith.
Well, this is allegedly. This is my opinion. Allegedly, this whole video is allegedly.
Bro.
Like really? Who? Charlie Kirk? Yeah, no. Charlie Robinson. Like, come on.
Ours was the first church he ever preached in. Because when I invited him to come and speak, because I've been traveling with him, he said, I don't speak in church. I said, why not, Charlie? He goes, they don't want me. I'm too political. I said, that's exactly where you're supposed to be. And he did so well.
I don't think that's right. I
No.
whenever I went to church, I never heard anything really
No.
political.
And this is what we were talking about earlier, that he was into politics and he was just a man of faith. And then enter a monkey like this that gets inserted into his orbit.
Yeah.
And now you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you
they
sa-
used him for
Yeah,
that.
You've said it so many times.
And then, you know, he just launched into the Christian world and spoke over 1,000 churches in that period of time. But we did a deep dive into Matthew 16, where Jesus says, upon this rock, I'll build mine. Everyone says church. But if you notice in church history, Tyndale translated that word correctly. And for that one word, he was hung and his remains were burned by the king. And Jesus didn't use a religious term. He didn't say synagogue or temple. He used a secular term that goes all the way back to Aristotle in the etymology, ecclesia. And Tyndale translated assembly, but I went to the ecclesia in Ephesus in the ruins, and above the door of the ecclesia are 2 words, isonomia and eleutheria, liberty and equality. And the ecclesia was where the citizens of the Greek city-state would gather to decide the laws and the welfare of their neighbors. So when Jesus now says, upon this rock, I'll build my public square, my city hall, and the gates of hell, which enslave, will not prevail. When you apply the moral law to civil law, it becomes a wise restraints that make men free. When you remove the moral law from civil law, it becomes a weapon to enslave. It's no longer rule of law. It's rule by law. And that's what we saw in California, especially during COVID. The church, the bride of Christ, is not essential.
The
You're not allowed to
bride
be
of
open.
Christ.
But gratefully, there were some folks that stood up for that.
And a lot
Stood
of
up
them,
to that.
Amen.
And I really think
So he's just talking about the removal of morals from law, and then all you get is the application of law. I believe that's what we're seeing right now.
Yep.
So thank you for letting everybody know that, Rob. Morals, what morals? Anybody in the chat, have you seen anything that's been extremely moral in the last 8 months since this happened? I haven't seen much moral actions at all. In fact,
No.
sadly, we've seen some of the darkest sides of human nature possible in the last 8 months from multiple avenues, whether it's the Charlie Kirk assassination, if it's Jeff's files, whether it's Venezuela, whether it's Iran, whether it's Cuba, whether it's global tariffs to destroy the world. Like, I don't see anything positive.
And I agree with is it with Fran Animal House?
For Animal House,
I believe he was pushed as well. Like,
Yes.
especially when he met Erica, because he met Erica, then he met Rob, then he met Jack. All these people just
started. They were placed in his orbit, is what I believe,
and
allegedly.
Victor.
All of them.
All of them were he met Charlie in 2020 during COVID. That's when he met Rob, and he met Erica in 2019. So look at the timeline. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep. And
You
we
see?
we actually covered this in our show yesterday. It's called "Scent of a Handler" by Erica Kirk.
Send me. No, what is it? Here I am. Spray me.
Yeah. Well, "Scent of a Handler." That was one
If you
of
guys didn't watch our show, we were naming like Erica Kirk perfumes.
yeah. That was one of
Oh.
them that was mentioned, was "Scent of a Handler,"
That
and
was funny.
I think it looks like
Martyrs Mist.
Yeah, that was one too.
Martyrs Mist.
So I think they literally put 13 alleged handlers around Charlie to make sure that no matter which way he turned, there was one. He was surrounded by them. Like, even the guy that got his toilet paper for him was probably a handler.
I am
Handler.
here. Retool me.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, okay. So you want to watch the rest of it?
Yeah, sure.
has opened a whole new door for the church.
I agree.
I think there's a new voice of courage that's emerging, a new kind of determination.
When Dietrich Bonhoeffer stood down Adolf Hitler, and he said, I'm not concerned about my pension or the church building. I'm concerned about the soul of Germany. And Hitler said, leave that to me. And all the other pastors scooted away. And Bonhoeffer participated in 2 assassination attempts against Hitler. I mean, try to teach that in seminary. But before Hitler shot Eva Braun and then shot himself, committing suicide, one of his last directives was to make sure that Bonhoeffer was dead.
I didn't know that Hitler had multiple assassination attempts on him. Maybe I did, and I forgot. But I just when he just said that, I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." Did I know that? I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there was multiple. Does anybody in the chat know?
Yeah, I don't know, because if that was me, that might piss me off a bit. Maybe,
Yeah.
like, and if I were to able to connect those attempts to a certain, say, group of people, I would maybe want to kick them out of my country, tell them to leave, and that might have started a World War II. Maybe, I don't know. Just
Yeah.
saying, maybe, allegedly, something, maybe.
Okay.
Just a thought.
I missed it. But we can move on anyways, right? Because then the thing's gonna start from the beginning again.
Nah, we don't. We
We
got
don't-
through most of
Yeah,
it.
we don't need that. Plus, I think Baron's going live soon.
Yeah, apparently the word is he's actually live probably now.
In 2 minutes. So
Is it?
yeah, we're almost done. You guys can head over there. He's gonna have an intro, so if you want to stick around, you can, or you can hop over there. Operation Roaring Lion. Here is why the planet's second largest cat Babe.
Yeah, is a
It-
recurring
no.
motif in Judaism.
No.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
Well, it falls into everything we're talking about. Stolen, hijacked, borrowed, manipulated, twisted.
Well, it says here on February 28th, 2026, Israel and the United States launched an attack on Iran after talks between U.S. and Iran broke down. So,
You want me to continue reading, or
yeah, go ahead.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu named a military operation Roaring Lion. The Times of Israel reported Israeli Defense Forces. It said it had a different name on the operation, Shield of Judah, according to various media reports. President Donald Trump, meanwhile, has named the operation as Epic Fury.
Epic Fury. Yeah.
I respect that name a lot more. I think the whole operation is BS and not needed, but I like that name better. Israel also named its last military operation against Iran in June 2025, Rising Lion. Why is the focus on the lion, Panthera leo? One may ask. The reason is iconic status of the world's second largest cat in biblical literature. So they actually just meant that they just thought it's cool because it's in the Bible, so we're going to use it. Like,
Yeah. And this is just some more notes that I just wanted to have in here if I ever need to go look back on it.
Mhm.
God as a lion, lions in the Holy Land, and the lion's whelp. So,
Yeah. The lion is mentioned in the Old Testament over 150 times. Even goes back to the inhabitants of Canaan. That's ancient Mesopotamia. Lots of divine comparisons, many texts and biblical reflections about that as well. Oh, wow. There's also a lot in the Sinai Peninsula, if you know where that is. That's the part of Egypt that connects with Israel right on the
Yep.
border of Gaza.
And lions in the Holy Land. Lions today are associated with African continent, specifically sub-Saharan Africa, where they number around 20,000 in the wild. But they were once present in North Africa as well. They're what is this? Barbary lion was also used in the Roman Empire in its gladiator games. We talked about that as well. Infamously kill early Christians in Colosseum at Rome,
which we've
talked about that too. Then there's the lion's whelp. I don't know if you want to read that because I can't see from here.
Oh, okay. I'll run through it quickly. One of the first references to the lions in the Hebrew Bible comes from Genesis, one of the 5 books that forms the I'll just skip that word and say it forms the Torah.
Yeah.
The others being Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. It deals with the Hebrew patriarch Jacob, also known as Israel. Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
So that means technically it's all about a guy, which means it's totally fraudulent. But I'll move on. Jacob is the son of Isaac, nephew of Ishmael, and grandson of Abraham. He has 2 wives, Leah and Rachel. Through them and their handmaidens, Bilhah and Ziplah. I'm just going to...
I can skip to this part here.
Among his 12 sons of Judah, he is the son of Jacob and Leah, Genesis 49, blah, 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 blah. Judah, lion's whelp, pray for you, I've risen my son. He bends low and crouches like a lion, and a lion who would rouse him. So it's just talking a little bit more about that. And it's I always like how they just sort of pick and choose the books they like that benefit their stuff and create a religion out of it. I thought that was always funny.
The tribe of Judah, indeed, Jacob, before dying, he made Judah his lead heir. So anyways, it's just some clips here so we can look back for reference if ever we need to.
Yeah.
Because we might need to. Next. Oh, this is a good one, babe.
Judah and Israel has prayed. A prophet Jeremiah compares this is the one I found. Yeah, the prophet Jeremiah compares the fallen state of Israel to a sheep driven away and chewed up by lions. So
we are the sheep.
Well, they're trying to make us that now. However, this is still accurate for the entire history of that state the state overseas, whether you want to call it Israel or Palestine, it's been a failed state for the entire existence of human civilization.
Wow.
Shouldn't we just go in and take it over? Isn't that what we do?
Yeah.
Go in, do regime change, make it our own.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't do it for this one place. We do that for everywhere else, right? Yeah, yes, son?
There's a question for you.
Hey, Mad Max. Why were the Jews assigned a Yellow Star of David in World War II? I was just wondering that day. We watched Band of Brothers. Oh, Band of Brothers is amazing. I've watched that whole series like 4 times. So curious if y'all know or suspect why. So like there's the reason why we were told, right? And they were using it for identification. I think that could possibly be part of the reason. But I also believe, because I believe slightly different version of events of World War II, I don't believe that 6 million of those people were killed. I figured it was more around maybe about 500,000. But I think not only did they do that for identification, but the identification was for a different group of people. I believe the identification was for the Zionists, so that they would be able to tell who's who. And if they noticed a fellow Zionist there, they could rescue them and leave the regular Jews to be slaughtered, because they needed 6 million die to fulfill biblical prophecy. That's why I believe they inflated the number to 6 million. That's just my opinion, because I've been reading stuff where the Zionists were actually selling out the rest of them.
Well, the Star of David in the divine protection, that star is a shield of David, it says. It protects and shelters King David and the Jewish people from all directions, north, south, east, west, up, and down.
And this is why I want to add to that. Yes, but the one place it can't shelter you from is within. And that's where I believe they got sold out by their own people to fulfill the prophecy.
Oh, good job, babe.
So I think that's what the Zionists did.
Up and down. Yeah. Up and down.
Up, down, all around, except for the person that's already in that circle with you.
Oh.
So there we go.
Our home daily.
Okay,
And
so everybody remembers this? She's all about the lion.
Nice branding.
Look at the lamb. Look at the lamb.
Yeah.
Look at the lion. Why? Why do we have this?
They're trying to reverse roles. They're trying to make us the lamb when we were always the lion.
Yeah. Yes.
They're trying to make us the lamb, because that's what they were.
Yeah.
They were the lamb. Jesus was the lion. They killed Jesus. They take the lion and try to make us the lamb.
Yeah.
Try to put us in the mouth of the beast.
I think everybody saw this, though. I played another clip yesterday.
Yeah.
This is when she's actually really breaks down.
Of nagging my husband, I embrace his hard work.
There she goes.
Yeah.
Here we go. Watch this.
Sorry.
You want to finish reading it, sweetheart? Let me finish reading it.
I
for
love
you.
him like a wife should.
I'll finish read it for you. And then she's like, I love him like a. She didn't even like say, no, it's okay. Or go ahead. You want me to finish reading it for you?
The widow.
Reading it, sweetheart? Let me finish reading it.
I
for
love
you.
him like a wife should when he comes home. Instead of losing myself to motherhood, I've completely embraced every second of it. Never wanting my precious babies to grow up. It seems like the more I
Hold
pour
on.
myself into my daily readings, church and
Reading somebody else's.
Oh, she's reading something
She's
else.
reading
Okay.
somebody that a caller or sorry, a email that came in
Oh, I thought.
about Mandy. Her email from Mandy talking about her experience losing her husband and blah blah blah.
Okay, because I thought she was talking about herself. I was about to rip her a new one.
family, the devil shows his face more than I have ever witnessed. Why does it seem like the closer you get to God, the harder the devil works on you?
You're not moving towards Jesus, though.
Yeah, you're moving
Further away from God.
Remember your Tucker where you were? You were with Tucker and you had a dinner. You were anti-Israel. That's what everybody was saying at the dinner.
This is what happens when you move away from Jesus. We've covered this in other
What is happening,
other
Erica?
streams.
I don't understand.
Judaism is a failure to come to Christ. So
Switch.
there's nothing
Switch,
wrong with
switch,
Judaism,
switch,
but
switch.
it's a failure to come to Christ. And if you're posing as a Christian and you're drifting because of this
Yeah.
new thing you're pushing, things may not go as smoothly for you. Just
Yeah.
saying.
And who's this? Oh, we'll get into him in a second.
Yeah, you
For those of you that can't see, and I have the blessing and the benefit of knowing Erica and Charlie so well that I know exactly why Erica's in tears. You know,
Man.
so, it's really funny.
was that an actual tear?
I don't know.
I think that was like the first one in 8 months. Was that an actual tear?
I don't know. I have no idea. I can't. I mean, it's a little bit too late. It's a little bit.
Well, better late than never, right? Shed your first tear 8-9 months in. At least she can said she cried for him, right?
It's a little bit too late. Don't you guys agree? Oh, that man. Too late. It's too late for me. You actually branded his name in October 2nd or somewhere around there. You went on a tour. No. And that was just like less than a month before he passed away. I'm not. Yes, far too late. Thank you.
Yeah, if it,
Thank you.
that actually looked maybe like a real one. I can give her that.
I wouldn't be able
benefit
to
of
get out
doubt,
of bed. I
maybe.
wouldn't be able to get out of bed. I wouldn't be able to like talk to people. What the heck is happening here? No. Mm-mm. Cries of a widow will echo now because I don't feel the echo.
Well, she,
I didn't hear it before.
yeah, like she honestly should have reclused for 3 months, did all this crying at home, and nobody would have blinked or blamed her for it at all. Like,
Yeah.
and if anyone said, "We want to see Erica," I don't want to come out, I'm grieving. All of us would have attacked
We-
those people
yeah.
attacking her.
We would
It would've-
understand.
it
You
would
don't
have
need
been-
to. She has, oh,
Yeah, it would have been the exact opposite reaction.
Yeah.
Right? Like if that's what she did. But no, you want to come out in freaking disco clothes and glitter sprinkles and
no, leather
and-
pants first.
well, whatever, all of it. A green sequins dress, sparkles, leather pants. You want to rub JD's head all freaking weird. You want to do all this weird
Yeah.
ass shit. And then you wonder why people are questioning you. Girl, where are your
Yeah.
kids?
Yeah.
Like
You're
go
at the White House every other day. You're
Go-
at luncheons and Easter breakfasts. You're at the ballroom. What is going on
Yeah.
here? Like, what is the deal? What is the deal?
here's some advice. Step back for a bit.
Yeah.
Step back
back.
for a bit.
You can't grieve. This is not how you grieve.
You
This
can't grieve
is-
publicly.
No, you can't.
You're failing miserably.
No. You have to step back and grieve at your own time behind closed doors, not like this. Is this what they want? Are they pushing her to do this? I don't know. They're
Well,
going
it's
to try to push her out of CEO because they want someone else in there.
Well, that's what I've already said. That Erica's a scapegoat for Turning Point. They're going to burn her, and then the board will push her out. Tyler Boyer and people will take over, and
Yeah.
she'll be given a nice package, and then she'll be able to go to Bali with Charlie.
Allegedly, if he's there.
Allegedly,
Because I don't know what's going on. Like, I've never seen anybody act like this. This is bizarre.
yeah,
Okay, so talking about bizarre, here we go with the lion again.
yeah.
This is obviously Charlie. This is when he was alive, and this was her proclaim. This is her best buddy here, Pastor James Cadidas. We really did a Pastor Sunday on him. You guys gotta go check it.
Yeah, we touched on him a bit. We
Yeah.
did that like weeks ago, maybe even like a month ago or 2 months ago.
His
Yeah.
parents are from Egypt. He lives in the States.
Yeah, he's the Egyptian pastor who lives in the United States, but's a Zionist.
Yes.
So there you go with that one, ladies and gentlemen.
She does Bible 365 with him. And this is one of her shirts. And this is just bizarre because he's not with us anymore. And remember what Rob McCoy said. He was the lion.
Yeah, but
And like he's wearing it, babe. And this back is turned. And I'm
Um,
sorry. This is bizarre.
I have never seen
Ugh.
any company ever. Well, maybe I won't say ever, but I haven't seen many who constantly use somebody who was murdered in a political assassination as a clothing model. I just find that very bizarre.
I mean,
Like, can we? Is the next
This was
line?
before he passed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then it's not weird at all, and I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But
I did say that when I first started talking. This was before when she was starting up her thing. He made her
Oh, I
her
thought.
clothing line more popular because he modeled it.
Oh, okay, so I'm wrong. I just thought that you were talking about her. I didn't know that was beforehand.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was going to say like next week they could just bring up the JFK line.
Babe, they're already doing it. They're
And
like the
then,
martyr
We
line.
could have the MLK line, but I was wrong, and I'm just going off. now.
Well, if that's true about the parents, doing a lawsuit against all of this stuff that's going on with the merch, go get it. Go get it. The Kirk family, please.
Oh, you mean just about his likeness and his
Yeah.
initials and his name?
Bizarre.
I don't think that should be for Erica to copyright.
Yeah, don't forget the poll. Hit that poll, guys. 'Cause we have a poll going on.
Yes, actually, now's a great time to go hit the poll. Now that
Yeah.
we've been on for like an hour and a half. If you haven't hit the poll, now go in and hit the poll because
Yeah.
we went through a lot of stuff and
And
maybe
and here's Erica with her daughter there with the lion. She's teaching
Yeah.
her, probably teaching her about, you know what.
Yeah.
The lion is deeply significant and a positive symbol in Jewish tradition. Thought it was in our tradition, but whatever.
I think we've firmly established that
Yeah.
it's been borrowed at this point.
So there's synagogue arts. There's lions commonly featured on the ark, where the Torah is stored. Synagogues, blah blah blah. Many Jews use the Hebrew name Iria, lion, or Ari. The phrase "rise like a lion" is used to represent spiritual alertness, such as waking up early to serve God. So yeah. Also, lions are real predators in ancient Israel. They presence in modern Jewish life is purely symbolic power, royalty, and religious devotion. So yeah, so that's that. And does anybody know where this is from? Don't say it.
So do we
Does
know what
anybody know
this
where
is?
this is from?
I found this. I thought it was appropriate. So if you're going to try
Yes.
to steal a symbol of a lion from someone, then you get the runner-up lion. You don't get to be the main lion. You get the runner-up lion. Does anybody know where this is from?
Anybody know? Yes. Get crunked and listen. Where is he? Yes.
Yes, this is the Lion King.
Lion
So
King.
Jesse Haditude, Jess and Fam.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you want to borrow something or claim something, you don't get to be the Mustafa. You can be Scar. That's what you can be.
My
Because-
God, babe. Oh my God, you're
Because
shivering.
Mustafa was taken already.
Yeah.
That was taken by ancient Egypt and Christianity. So if you want to come in and hijack it, you got to take the runner-up one. The main one's already been taken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was,
That's a good representation of this. I
Well,
never thought of it like that.
and then just look at how they react, or how their actions have been.
Yeah.
Right? Are they a Mustafa, or are they a Scar?
Which one is which, babe? This is us, right?
Well, it's real easy to tell.
Yeah. This is our friends overseas. This is us.
I'm just saying. Who are they acting more like? Who is the Lion of Judah, if that's who they are trying to be or pretending to be? Are they a Mustafa or are they a Scar? And yes, this is the new Lion King. And I just thought it was a reference that we wanted to throw in here
Definitely.
because I don't see the same lion.
No.
I don't see the same lion. I think the Lion of Christ and the Lion of the Israelites, they're two different lions, man.
And we're gonna move on. Proverbs 28:1, often used to describe Christians who boldly defend their faith rather than running away from it.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep moving on. And this is also we just put this in here for fun. Yeah,
I think there's a big difference between the Lion of Christ.
and they're brothers too.
Yeah, go figure, which is what they were until Scar sold out Mufasa. They were brothers until that happened.
Oh my gosh.
Scar sold out Mufasa.
You're right.
Mufasa was killed. Scar moved on. And
Is
that's
that
what happened.
Do you think that Friends Overseas is just going to let U.S. fall,
Well, I'm referring that to Jesus.
or to Christianity, like let that fall?
Yes to the first thing you said, yes to the second thing you said,
Okay.
and yes to what I'm saying. So I'm saying that it's already happened,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. And yes, to what you're saying, it could be happening again. History repeats. So we've already seen
Yeah.
this. The ancient Jews were Scar. Jesus was Mufasa. Right?
Yeah.
They were brothers and sisters. They all lived
Gosh.
together.
I gotta rewatch
One
this.
one
Maybe.
out of jealousy killed the other because they wanted to be king.
Oh my God, babe.
They wanted to be king. So they
Oh.
killed him.
Babe. I'm not gonna look at Lion King, guys. You guys gotta watch Lion King over again. You're never gonna see it the same way again.
And you want to know what the scar on Scar is?
No, I don't want to
If we're going to keep going with my reference here, right?
know. Okay.
The scar will be there for life because that's when Jesus' life ended.
Ugh.
And I'm just throwing a reference into Lion King, right? But I'm just trying to use this visual representation to show people what happened,
Yeah.
you know?
Wow. Okay. That was really good, babe.
Yeah, it was all right.
I'm gonna move on now.
Yep.
The best thing about courage is it doesn't take any skill. You don't need a special skill to be brave.
So this is just
This was funny, guys.
I gotta make it bigger so they can see it. He just talks about courage, just nothing to do with the lion or at all. But I thought that this was interesting.
The best thing about courage is it doesn't take any skill. You don't need a special skill to be brave. You just need to make a decision. That's all courage requires you, is to make a decision. So decide before you're asked to, what are you going to do? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said, oh, we'll go in the furnace. We're not bowing to Nebuchadnezzar. We're not nearly as brave. Now, in chapter 4, Nebuchadnezzar kind of goes mad with pride. And what he winds up doing is acting like a beast until finally he has a moment of clarity and he comes back to the God of the Bible where he says, now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and exalt the glory and glorify the King of heaven because everything he does is right and all his ways are just. And those who walk in pride, he is able to humble. Pride is the essence of sin because it's the ultimate me state of mind, the anti-God state of mind. I'm not talking about pride, oh, I'm proud of my son or daughter, not, that they've done well. No. This is the kind of pride where it says, I get to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, with whom I want to do it. I'm going to stub my nose at God, just like Psalm 2, right? I'm going to break the bonds of the Creator on my life. That's the kind of pride that Nebuchadnezzar ran into, and it cost him.
Oh, wow.
Then he again came to his senses. How often are we like that, though? We forget, right?
I sat down at the perfect point. He said Nebuchadnezzar was talking about breaking the bonds of, what was it, through God there? What did he just say?
I can't rewind it. Hold on. No, I can't rewind it.
Oh, is that because you've got it so big you can't grab the ball?
Yeah. I had it okay before, but anyways.
What did he just say there? Because I think it was.
No, I can't. No, I screwed it up.
Can you make it? No, never mind. Sorry, I needed to re-listen to that, and we can't rewind. My bad. Sorry, everybody.
We were
Continue.
walking with God for a while, and maybe he's worked in our lives in dramatic ways, and then pretty soon we've forgotten about him and we're doing our own thing, following our own desires.
You want me to rewind it?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I just wanted to touch on that one point. It was really
Yeah,
good.
it was just a funny clip.
And I was just going to destroy them more, but that's okay.
Move on. So now we're going to do a little bit of updates, and then we're almost done. So okay, I don't know if you guys seen that Riley girl, Riley Gaines, who did a lot of Prove Me Wrong events with Charlie Kirk. There was a whole thing on X. If you are on X, if you're not, then she did an ad for Patriot Mobile, and there's a little bit of an uproar on X regarding this. I'll get into it in a minute, but wow, look at this. The Charlie Kirk show. He's not here anymore, but this is paid by Salem Media, which is now taken over by Waterstone. Your phone bill doesn't have to go to companies that oppose your values. Switch to Patriot and get a free month of service with code Charlie. Code Charlie Kirk25. Use code Kirk25 when you sign up for free. While they're using his name, they're paying for this sponsor. It's all over Facebook. I'm just showing it here because we're going to get into it in a second. I'm going to play the video.
Wait, tell me the pillars again. So it's pro-life.
So, First Amendment, Second Amendment, sanctity of life, and veteran and first responders.
Okay.
And
First, second. Yep. Cool. The First Amendment, the Second Amendment, the sanctity of life, our veterans, I feel very passionately about. Do you guys, if you're going to talk about, I mean, you hate to even call them political issues, but do you specifically say like the left or the right, or is that something you try to kind of refrain from? Like if I were to say something to the effect of like the left is still doubling down.
Yeah, you can say. Okay, I've heard you introduce from the beginning. So
She's such an air.
Okay. First, that's what I needed to figure out really quick is when I first, I mean, definitely over a year though. I would say, can I just say that like around 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Wait, tell me the pillars again. So it's pro-life.
So, First Amendment, Second Amendment, sanctity of life, and veteran and first responders.
Okay.
And
First, second. Yep. Hello, my name is Riley Gaines, and I'm a very, very proud Patriot Mobile user, and I have
Really?
been for about 2 years now.
Well, I'm glad she's not.
My God.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad she's not paid to say anything, and she's got morals and knows what she stands for.
Oh, she has those retooled eyes.
Yeah, no kidding.
Great. Yeah. Kind of like Erica Kirk eyes.
Yeah,
But,
kinda. They're even
hey,
bigger and
who-
even more rounded.
Who sits down there and does a sponsor but doesn't get paid? Because apparently this went all over X, went viral on X, this clip. And she saw it went viral and she responded. I don't know if you guys seen this, but I'll show you. Remember, she does a lot of, she was at her event with Erica. She does a lot of the Women's Summit leadership stuff. She does a lot of the Prove Me Wrong events. She is with TPUSA. She is in, okay? So I have a problem like with this because it feels like an ad to me and it feels like a sponsorship ad and she's doing it.
Of course
But-
it is.
Okay, so she says it's not. So let's review.
I generally don't get on my phone on the weekends. I had no idea that I was involved in this internet online X controversy that does not exist anywhere outside of X, by the way,
Liar.
surrounding
Because-
Patriot Mobile. So I figured I would just make a video, clear some.
It's on YouTube now.
It's on YouTube, X, it's on Facebook, it's on Snapchat, it's on TikTok, it's on Insta. If I didn't say that, it's actually
Yeah,
everywhere.
This is your likeliness. So you sat down there and did it for free. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, she didn't get paid for that. Crazy. Must be so nice just to give your time to do that for
Oh,
free.
Allegedly, yeah.
things up. Number one, Patriot Mobile has never, ever, ever paid me for anything. Not a service, not a campaign, not a commercial, not an ad, an endorsement, a product, nothing. I've never, ever been paid by Patriot Mobile. Check the filings, check
I'm gonna
like,
check
my
it.
bank
I'm
account. I
clicking
don't
it.
know. They've never
I'm gonna
paid me.
check it.
So the whole
I'm
bot.
gonna check it because I know you get paid from Y Refi. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna tap the rotisserie. I'm gonna check that.
paid for thing would maybe be applicable if I had been paid. which I haven't. But even still, no, it wouldn't be, because I really am a proud Patriot Mobile user. Clearly, I live in the country. I love their service. I've never had a problem with it, whereas that has not been the case with other phone lines. I like the causes they support. They are pro-life, pro-veteran, pro-military, pro-freedom. Just to provide some context to the raw footage that was released, which I will say it was a total blunder on Patriot Mobile's end of having that footage where it could be accessed by the public. I guess you got me. It's not natural for me to like
Hold
sit in
on.
front of a camera and film myself talking with no teleprompter, with no script. It really was.
Hold on. Why is it a
No s-
blunder? Why does it matter if you have a script or anything? You didn't get paid, so who
Yeah.
cares, right? You just
You don't
went
need a
there.
script. You're a Patriot Mobile supporter. You love them.
Yeah, shouldn't you just be able to say all the things you like?
Yeah.
And hold on, weren't there like men telling her to mention First Amendment, Second Amendment?
Yes.
What does the Second Amendment have anything to do with Patriot Mobile? I'm just asking, right? They're kind of have nothing really to do to each other. I don't know.
I guess they wanted
Maybe.
her to say it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it looks like they just thought that she can, Charlie Kirk can go up there and go, switch to Patriot Mobile today, and you will have an amazing Christian wireless provider. You can text, call, and the First and Second Amendment and the sanctity of life and help support our veterans. Use promo Kirk25. Like she could have just did that.
Yeah.
And I don't know what she had a problem with, but it's just it's bizarre. She's saying that she didn't get paid, but maybe they didn't.
Nobody wakes up, goes down to a studio, reads some crap, spends hours there, and goes home for free. Like, nobody does that. So
She's an
okay,
influencer.
so-
She gets paid.
so let's just say, okay, you didn't get money.
Yeah.
Then what did you get?
What'd you get?
Nobody does shit for free
Did
these
you get
days.
a free phone?
What did you get?
Did you get a T-shirt? Like, what did you get?
So what did you get? A free phone and free Patriot Mobile service for the next 5 years? Because guess what? It's still getting paid, just
Also-
not in cash.
Also, I saw something about this going into the Texas schools too, like this Patriot Mobile. Like, it was a weird thing that I found, but I couldn't find it to load in the show
They're-
today.
They're advertising it through schools, like what,
Yes.
campuses or
No, like actual, like elementary schools.
oh, like grade schools?
Yeah,
Like whatever, kindergarten until 13 or whatever.
I don't have it to load, so I can't verify that. But I'm pretty sure anybody can look that up and check it out.
And just so people know, this is Riley Gaines, and Ali brought this up because it was sort of trending and sort of going everywhere on X over
Yep.
the last few days. That's why we brought it up. If you're not on X, you may not be aware of this
Yeah.
story, but Ali just wanted to throw it out there.
So you guys can see it.
Was a personal and heartfelt endorsement, but when I was asking, like,
Oh, wait
is it
a
okay if I
minute.
use this language and this, if I say
You just said it was a heartfelt endorsement. Her eyes, oh my God, they're scary.
Yeah. Those are those EKIs.
this, that mostly came from working with several 501c3s and 501c4s over the past few years, understanding that you have to be very specific about the language. I understand that Patriot is a for-profit, so maybe I didn't necessarily have to be concerned about those things. I wanted to make sure that I was saying everything in a manner that would not get the brand in trouble legally or financially. I don't know. That's just my very young, naive, not business-minded brain. I don't know. Like, I feel like that's pretty standard to do. Again, when you have a camera in front of you, it takes multiple takes to do. I don't know. I'm going to keep doing my thing, go back, hang out with my family, enjoy my weekend here in Tennessee. I encourage you guys to like touch grass.
Oh God, here
get
we
a
go.
hobby.
Touch
keep,
grass.
Like, arguing online. I don't know. Maybe go get a Patriot Mobile line. They didn't even have to pay me to say it. Y'all are weird.
Touch grass now. Perfume now out available.
Is that what they assume, that everybody who questions them is just locked up in a basement somewhere or
Yes.
locked like
Thank you.
they just assume that everybody that disagrees with them has some mental problem where they
Yeah.
can't go outside. And I
You
find that very weird.
you can't question them. If you do, you need to dust off the Doritos and touch grass. So
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like that's just their cop out excuse.
man. Ah, She knows. Yeah. Yeah. Right? That's what I was telling Chris this earlier. I said, I'm kind of not leaning towards not liking her. I thought she was great when she was doing the Prove Me Wrong events with Charlie. 'Cause she was like kind of her sidekick. Candace
She,
was, Candace came. Some girls would be his like,
yeah, I think she definitely wasn't at any level like Charlie. My
no.
my take on her is she was learning from Charlie, and Charlie got unalived before she could actually learn how to do the job well. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
She was okay, but she's going to tote the line and think everything's normal. Well, then
But
you're weird, and you need to go
me-
touch more grass. Maybe go roll around in it since you're already there. Like go roll around in it, throw some leaves in the air.
maybe she's the comment. She knows Charlie Kirk is dead, right? Maybe she is referring to all of this Charlie Kirk, used Kirk 25. Does she know that he's not here and they're making money off of him for Patriot Mobile? He's not here.
Well, she's making money off them too. She's still working
Well,
at Turning Point. Every
yeah.
single event that's happened in the last 8 months, if she was a part
So
of
then
it,
she just can be honest.
and she got a paycheck from Turning Point. So if she was at any single event in the last 8 to 9
And
months,
she has.
she's gotten paid for grifting off Charlie.
Okay, then she's not. Yeah, that's why I'm leaning towards like,
Yeah. So go look at yourself in the mirror.
yeah. And here we go. Tonight's the night, guys.
Here we go, baby.
Tonight's the night.
We got
As we got
gladiator
these
fights.
updates going on. This kind of look at him. He's like, I just found this picture the other day.
Wow. Want to know what I see? That's crazy.
What do
I
you-
see Roman Emperor Augustus sitting there beside Dana White, watching a blood sport in front of him. And oh my gosh, I see the same thing in the other picture too. I see someone who's trying to have people beat themselves within a bloody mess for entertainment
Entertainment. Yeah,
of a
this
ruler.
is really entertainment. He probably likes, killings too. Probably watches that. Anyways.
What do you mean? He's dropped bombs on how many countries?
I know. And this is just some other
More
pictures,
references.
References, yeah.
Just
Of the lion.
the
gladiator,
lion, the gladiators, sort of everything that's
What's happening tonight?
yeah. And remember, this was the most epic distraction in human history.
Yeah.
Was the Colosseum.
Yep.
And now it's on the White House front lawn.
Just think about that, guys. Think about that. Wow. It's crazy.
Biggest distraction in history. That was from the show that we did.
Yeah, we did a show on the UFC fight that was coming up.
There's
and
actually a lot more in that episode. We dug into a lot of geopolitics too, and I think maybe our thumbnail misled some people thinking that we were just talking about that, but we actually talked about a
talked about
whole crap load of stuff
Yeah.
in that episode.
we did. But we're so this is today or a couple days ago they were practicing. This is I guess is their motorcycles. It's like a circus. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys see that? This says Nitro Circus. I don't know if anybody's seen that. So right. Nitro Circus.
Oh, it's a circus, all right.
Yeah, it's a circus. It's a circus. Apparently.
And if all the politicians are there, it's definitely a carnival as well.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of fighting. Yeah, I'm not either. I don't want to watch people, busting their jaws out. I'm not maybe like a lot of guys like it. I'm not into it.
I don't mind it, but I'm not watching this because
No.
I know it's just a distraction from everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised, like in the next day or so, they just go into Cuba while people are still talking about the
Maybe
frickin'
this
fight.
is happening and they're going to go into Cuba.
Yeah, maybe the fight will come on, and then after the fight, we'll hear the bombs dropped in Havana.
Oh man. That's what I feel.
Yep. Thanks for everybody for coming. And don't listen to these guys. Read the book
Yeah.
yourself
Yes.
and do your own research.
Yes.
And if anyone has anything to add into what we sort of brought up today, or if you have a counterpoint, you disagree, or if you have any other information that supports, whatever it is, feel free to reach out to Allie and I.
And with that, I will say goodbye to everyone and remember to say Jesus' name. Keep fighting for the truth for Charlie Kirk. And I love all of you Flamingo Mafias. Touch grass. Yes, we're going to touch grass. We're going to touch grass. EK perfume style. But thank you so much. And yes, we will see you. I don't know if it's going to be Tuesday or Friday again. I always do Fridays. So I'll see you guys later and have a great afternoon.
Christ is King, guys.